welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for football now from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Still second down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Off play action. It's Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, L.A.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Second and 10.
Stafford out quick to Adams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throw on third down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irvin. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still first down.
Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll be taken down. That's a pickup of 18. And will set up a very manageable 2nd and 2.
19 yards on the play. Brings up second down. At the
Right back to Irvin. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. He's going to lose a yard. Here's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. And he's in. Cade Otten. Touchdown, Tampa.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Finds Nakua on the slant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. They need 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down. To the air again. Stafford. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st down, Los Angeles.
To throw is Stafford. Short throw pulled in by Parkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers' 19-yard line.
Set. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Parkinson in motion. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return is Sean Tucker. Whoa! And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bucs offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short. So they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll be just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
2nd down and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
6.
The give. This is Irving. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football. It is 3rd and long as we are ready to get back underway. That's caught. It's Evans. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go. And the defense knows it too. But it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put them in a good matchup, let them go win, and give them a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you've got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The handoff is Irvin. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Tackle made by Nate Bradley. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
2-yard line.
Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Rams 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Zebra! Stay 50. 32.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Rams first down.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Taken down back at
3rd and long. Now it's Stafford. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Start.
Now, faking the give. Down the field, it's Evans. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down is Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
180. Start.
They'll run with Irving. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Tristan Wirfs, former first-round pick, with the flag. On second down, Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. They get 19 on that pass play. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
180. What's up?
On the ground, it's Irvin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
The 13-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is left side and caught by Evans. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Good. 180. What's up?
Baker to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bucs stretch it out. Leading now by the score of 28-3.
Rams 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Rams take over 1st and
The
10.
Rams offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half to try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Stafford working from the pistol. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. Now a timeout Rams at number 2. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Parkinson in motion.
250.
Second down, it's Stafford. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the Rams, first down.
Working out of the gun, Stafford.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. They did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
To the air again, Stafford. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down.
Stafford to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And he missed it. It's no good. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you there's two different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Johnson now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Set. 20. Done.
To throw is Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit.
Rams 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45.
Set. Attack.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. There's Evans. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
What's that?
They'll run it. It's Irvin. There he goes. Inside the 30. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
What's that?
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Moving left. Off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to bring that one back in. Tampa Bay will indeed retain possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
What's that?
Here's Irvin. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the full.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
180! What's that?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
Good. 180! Done.
They go play action with Mayfield. That one taken in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Buccaneers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
35, Rams 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the past. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On 4th down, Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. And he'll get about 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Rams.
Set! Lady!
They're going to motion the tight end over here. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They go play action with Stafford. His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
3rd and 5. The motion man is Nakua. Man in motion, heading left. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Tyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Rams 17.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Tucker. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. On play action, Mayfield. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
180!
Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And the Rams are going to get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as time expires here in the 1st. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First down, Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Buccaneers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Set. 20.
Now, faking the give. Down the field, it's Evans. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, like, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more,
and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Rams 17. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10.
Like 20, 180.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play.
On first down, Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
That penalty is declined.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
From the 46. Here's second and 8.
Second and 8.
Here's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. They get about 6 before he's taken down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
180.
From the gun, it's Mayfield, who outs another catch for his favorite target.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. will be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee.
Still second down.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Still second down.
On second down, Baker. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Still second down.
The second down throw for Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
It's now third down.
Now Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 41-yard.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead.
Buccaneers 45.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
That's good for Rams. Ready. First down.
The motion man is Nakua.
First down.
A first down throw for Stafford. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, they need 5. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
And the Rams, first down.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third and 9. The motion man is Nakua. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll go again here with Williams. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by Zion McCollum. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Down Tampa. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a big 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bucs stretch things out even further.
52, Rams 17. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 48.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early and often. They cruised to an easy victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.